Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. Hope you all are having a good afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you may be. Hello. If you were there for every Tsundream debut, everybody in Tsundream thanks you so much for your support. And hopefully you were there for our first collab last night. That was really fun, I think, with Human Fall Flat, and there are a lot of pretty funny moments. How's my day going? I woke up pretty early to finalize my schedule, and then I've been making thumbnails and stuff for this week, as well as eating some food for like breakfast and lunch. Just finished lunch and got ready for today's Marshmallow stream. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, there were so many. Lisa and Tomo their fights were pretty entertaining. Although I wouldn't really call it a fight. They kind of just didn't touch each other and jumped off the map. One of them just jumped off each time, and the other person won by default. That was really funny. So today we are answering marshmallows. I actually got quite a few, so I don't know how long the stream will be, because it depends on if I go on tangents. If I do go on tangents. And everybody in Tsundream is streaming a lot this week, as well as the senpai, so there's a lot to watch, and I understand if maybe not all of you can make it to every single one, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And Amiya is going in about an hour for her Q&A and Marshmallow stream, so if you want to go over there and check her out in like an hour to see what questions she'll be answering, that's totally fine too. I know Nen is going later. Tomo is going tomorrow because he's playing one hand clapping today, so you have an extra day to ask Tomo questions for his Marshmallow stream. And Lisa's also going tonight or later today for her Marshmallow stream. But yeah, we can start. Lisa, good morning. Kazu, oh yeah, everybody's just gonna call me Kazu or Kazugaki or just anything but my name, but that's okay. That is totally okay. Yeah, Human Fall Flat is a really good game because it's just very funny with the physics. In general, you always look so goofy walking around. What's Marshmallow? Marshmallow is like the Q&A website that Vtubers use for answering questions. So if you go to, I think it's marshmallow-qa.com, you can send questions to me. I can probably here, I'll link it right now. And if you haven't asked me a question, but you have questions to ask me, you can send me one there, and I'll try to get to it this stream, hopefully. There's a lot, so I have no promises that I can get through all of them. But I will actually start now with the first one. So I'm gonna move myself over here, and this is the first marshmallow I ever got. I expected nothing less. Thank you for asking this question. What is the color of my underwear, my pantsuit? Well, today it is the same as my hair color. I got some dark blue boxers on. And actually, usually it could probably be any color. I have quite a few varieties. So thank you for asking this question. I expected nothing less. What color is your underwear to be my first marshmallow? Why not? RGB pantsuit, exactly. I respect all colors. There's no right or wrong answer to this question. Just wear whatever you want. And then my second question that I got was, hello, Kazu, what software do you use to produce music? I use Ableton Live, and I've been using Ableton Live since I started. That's the first DAW that I've used, or actually no, that's not true. I used to use like GarageBand. I guess it's technically a DAW, But for producing music, I started with Ableton Live, and I have not changed, because there's really no point in changing DAWs, I think, once you familiarize yourself with the functions that it provides, because essentially at the end of the day, all DAWs do basically the same job. So I think you just choose one that you're interested in and stick with it, because it's kind of a pain to learn the functions of a different DAW, I think. Although I haven't tried, I just don't feel like I would want to try it, because when I started producing music, I spent like the first month, maybe 6 hours a day just learning what the heck my DAW is doing. So I don't want to do that again for FL Studio or Cubase, Logic, any of that. So yeah, I use Ableton Live for my music stuff. Thank you for asking this question. Hopefully anybody interested in music production found it helpful. I do really like Live, but of course you are free to choose whatever DAW you seem to be interested in the most. It's just that if you have questions about it, I cannot help you with anything besides Ableton Live, because I do not know anything besides Live. Question number 3 was, what made you decide to audition for Tsunderia? So what I did before Tsunderia is mostly make music, and most of my audience for years, right? They follow me because of my music, not because of anything else. But music is not the only thing I do. So Tsunderia is kind of like an opportunity for me to expand what I want to provide for viewers and entertain. So like before, I think I would lose a lot of my fan base if suddenly I started streaming games, because that's not what they're there for, right? They're there for my music. But Tsunderia, and as a VTuber, you can do literally anything, and that's kind of expected, and it's okay. So the opportunities to do whatever I want on stream is endless when I am part of Tsunderia. So that's kind of why I wanted to audition. And if you're asking about maybe why, well, what do I say? Is this also asking how I got into VTubers? I don't know. I think because of COVID, VTubers started getting recommended to everybody. I kind of just fell down the rabbit hole that way. And then I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I could be one. Also Tsunderia, and well, to be fair, I guess this is kind of skeptical to people, and it is also the same for me, where a lot of maybe companies or agencies for VTubers will say that anyone can apply, but they only maybe hire. I don't want to say they only hire, because maybe they just didn't find anyone qualified enough, but it seems sometimes maybe it's just for like, you don't know if if you can apply and actually make it. But I mean, you miss all the shots you don't take. So even if you feel like you can't make it, or they're not actually looking for you, I would still try regardless. And so that's what I did for Tsunderia, and now I'm here. So if you are interested in joining Tsunderia whenever Gen 4 opens, and you think you have skills and other talents you want to showcase, just try your best to please Uda, Shar, and management, and everybody else, and PPP, and do your best. I wish you the best. Hope you make it, and then you can call me Kazugaki in private. Be my kohai, but still call me Kazugaki. I don't mind. So that's. I hope that answers your question on why I decided to audition for Tsunderia. Yeah, COVID really did. I like boost the VTuber wave. So many people I know fell into the rabbit hole during COVID. Past 2 years. So yeah. Some requirements are a bit contradicting. Yeah, you don't know, but as I said, Ami also said it, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so just try it. And it's not a bad thing to get used to rejection, because the more you get used to it, like the you really shouldn't feel too down about rejection. Like if you don't make it, that doesn't mean you're not good enough, right? It just might mean you're not what they're looking for, or you don't provide what they want. But that doesn't mean your skills and talents are not good or great. Just maybe not what they're looking for this time. So I wouldn't mind it too much, and it's experience for next time. So I think I'm actually no, I won't go into too much detail because that might be a little sketchy. But yeah, just apply to places you are interested in. Apply to companies you like. Maybe you also enjoy other companies besides Tsunderia, which is totally fine. That's awesome. Diversity and groups, everybody has different appeals. So try to do whatever you think is best for you. Do I have anyone I see as a mentor in or out of the company? I guess in the company, it would probably be all of the senpai. I think everybody in Tsunderia is very helpful. So they gave a lot of advice to everybody in Tsundream when we first joined. And when we first joined the official Tsunderia server, after we were let out of baby jail, because after Tsundream made it in, we have our own server for a couple of months before we were allowed to interact with all of the senpai. But once we joined with the senpai, they were all very, very helpful and gave lots of advice to us on what they wish they had known before debut, before their streams and stuff. So I think the further you get into a company, maybe the better off you are when you start, because everybody in the beginning might not know how things are run, not know how things work, and so there's more opportunities for scuff there. And so they all gave a lot of advice to us, and so I'm very thankful for everybody in Tsunderia before Tsundream. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't think I have one I see as a mentor. I just think they're all very, very, very helpful people. Ura also did a lot for Tsundream, so I know that she hasn't streamed a lot the past couple of months. That's probably because she's busy with us in Tsundream, and it sucks that she can't stream as much, but she is very busy outside of streaming. She does a lot for everybody. Yeah, our Pisons are the best, Lisa. Oh, even mods have baby jail. Yeah, we are very used to baby jail. Tsunderia is very supportive of each other. It's awesome. I'm very happy to be here. I just, yeah, it's very fun. You guys don't see a lot of stuff happening off stream, but it's a very fun time being here in Tsunderia. So Tsun fam is awesome. And then outside of the company, anybody I see as a mentor? This is a pretty broad question. It depends on what you mean, right? I have maybe certain ideals that I've gotten from teachers, and then for music, I've learned a lot from certain producers. So this is a hard question to answer. But yes, I do have people that I really enjoy. So for music, you could say I didn't mention this yesterday in my debut stream because it would have taken too long. But for producers, there are certain producers I consider like god tier, as in they can produce any genre and they're amazing at it. And so like Virtual Riot can produce literally anything. He's so good. He knows so much about sound design, synthesis, production, everything, and he makes everything. So that's one name that I can maybe say. So thank you for the question. Tsunderia is one of the most wholesome VTuber communities. I agree. I love Tsunderia. And then this one is for Tsundream as a whole. So which Tsundream member is most likely to cry at a horror game or movie? I would say probably Tomo or me or Lisa. I don't think I would cry. I'd probably just be annoyed because I hate horror. But jump scares would probably get me to cry, maybe. Or like cry as in cry out, or actually cry. I don't think I would cry. So maybe I would say Tomo or Lisa. I think Ami actually enjoys, or I don't know. Does Ami enjoy horror? I'm not sure, but it's definitely not Ami or Nen. Hello Mojinova, welcome. How's life? I'm doing well today. Just answering some of my viewers' questions. Petition for Kazu to play Outlast. Yeah, I might do that. Maybe Saturday, or it might be solo Phasmo on Saturday, or any other horror game that I would like to play. But for the first one, I do think probably Tomo or Lisa would cry at a horror game or movie. Okay, Lisa admits that she is she likes horror, but she is a baby. So probably Tomo or Lisa for the first question. Which Tsundere member is most likely to have the most embarrassing childhood stories? Oh boy, I'm gonna try to remember what Tsundere knows of each other. I have some pretty embarrassing childhood stories, but I think maybe this is me. Maybe this is me. I don't know too much about everybody else's childhood, so I don't wanna assume too much about them based off of their current character and personality. So for this one, I'll just be safe with it and say it is probably myself. Solo Phasmo sucks. Yeah, Mio also said Solo Phasmo sucks. She has a stream where she's like freaking out the entire time about about Phasmo. Teach you Valorant. Maybe. Well, I don't think I'm that good at Valorant. I'm okay. I'm decent. Not a pro or anything. Just okay at the game. Which Tsundere member is most likely to eat a banana with the skin on? Tomo. I feel like Tomo's a bit airheaded and clumsy, so maybe he's not paying attention, and then he just like bites into the banana. I feel like this would be Tomo. I'm sorry, but I think it's Tomo. Yeah. I don't want to say too much more. So honestly, he might just eat the whole thing. You are not wrong. He might just not even realize, because sometimes I feel like when Tomo's mind is on something, he just says whatever and does whatever. So this is why I think this question goes to Tomo. So which Tsundere member is most likely to commit tax fraud? Oh my god. What kind of question is that? I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I have no clue. Nobody? I hope this answer is nobody. But for most maybe run-ins with the Fed or most delinquent activities, it might be Lisa. So I might say Lisa for this one, but that doesn't mean I don't think she would commit tax fraud. Okay, I'm just saying I don't think anybody would commit tax fraud. So I'm just gonna move on. Which Tsundere member is most likely to make annoying noises on a long car ride? Ooh, okay, definitely not. This is definitely not Ami. I don't think it would be me. On long car rides, I would just probably listen to music and mind my own business. So don't think that would be me. I think Lisa, Tomo, and Nen would be pretty talkative. Nobody really makes any annoying noises though. Okay, so sometimes in voice call, Tomo does kind of get too excited, but that's not really annoying. Nobody does weird noises and stuff. So I don't really think I have an answer for this one, but to get too excited on the long car ride, I would say Tomo. Yeah, I don't sleep, so well, even if I did sleep, I wouldn't be making noises, right? So I do not think this is me or Ami. I'd go with Tomo for most. Tomo will probably be the most excited and entertaining for a long car ride. Ami would be very pleasant, I agree. Ami has a very nice voice, just pleasing to listen to. So I'd say Tomo for excitement and entertainment, but I don't think anybody would be annoying. I might be biased because I just enjoy everybody's company anyway, but that's my answer for this question. Hey Akazu, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Answering some of your questions, enjoying a good time talking to you guys in chat here. It's much more manageable now than on debut and the collab, because debut chat's zooming, I could barely catch what anybody's saying, and debut I'm kind of playing the game with everybody talking to everybody else, and so I'm also not paying too much attention to chat. But here I can actually really pretty much read everybody and respond, so that's pretty nice. Okay, for this question, I don't know what number we're on. Is this 5? Do you own any expensive techwear or sneakers? I do not. I am not a big materialistic person, so I don't really honestly care about those things. So like no expensive house, no expensive car, no expensive really anything. I buy stuff for their functions. So like sneakers, I wear them because they're for outside, you know, you go outside with them. I don't really need $1,000 sneakers, $100 sneakers. So not the most drip worthy person, but I look pretty stylish right now already, so I'm happy with what I have. You know, I mean, I'm not a fashion guy, but I look pretty good, don't you think? I look pretty good. So that's my answer to this question. Also, no expensive techwear. Well, is North Face techwear? North Face might be kind of pricey sometimes. I do have some North Face, so maybe I do own some, but not really. I don't really care about brand names too much, and yeah, I mostly buy stuff for their functionality and their purpose. Materialism is overrated. Okay, what is the next question? Will you ever open commissions for BGM tracks? Probably not, because I'm very busy, and if I do, I don't think so. It really depends on my time, and I have a lot of obligations for many different things. I don't know if I will ever open commissions for BGM tracks, sadly. But like I have a lot of stuff planned with Tsunderia members, and maybe even some people outside of Tsunderia, as well as other personal stuff. So I don't. This is tough. Like I don't want to decline, but it just comes down to time. If there was infinite time, well, of course, then I would probably open comps for BGM tracks. But I do not have infinite time. I have a lot of stuff I need to work on, and streams to do, and music for other people and myself. So sorry, I will probably not be opening commissions for BGM tracks anytime soon. Too busy gaming. Not entirely wrong, but gaming does not take up my entire time. It's probably 50-50 for music and gaming. After joining Tsunderia, I used to read so much manga, and I haven't read manga in like a month. It's so sad. I used to read so much every day, and now I'm busy. Time. I wish there was infinite time. But I mean, not sleeping helps with that, right? I get 24 hours, or like 20 hours if I snooze off here and there. But time is valuable. Oh, recommend you manga. Oops, just skip the question. What genre do you enjoy, Ferris? What was the last manga I read? It's a new one called like Kuzu to Inu or something. Inu to Kuzu. It's called like Dog and Scum in English. It's pretty spicy. It's pretty spicy and scandalous. I think that's the last one I read. I do read a lot of Shonen Jump, so like what's in it right now? Blue Box, like My Hero Academia, and Spy Times Family, Dan Dan Dan, stuff like that. But yeah, I think the last manga I read was Kuzu to Inu, or Inu to Kuzu. Dog and Scum and Dog and Scum, something like that. You need to get back into buying manga. Yeah, I don't actually own a lot of manga, sadly. I have like the most obscure one. Do you guys know Buso Renkin? That's pretty old. I have like the last 4 volumes of that. I don't know why. I think I was into it when I was really small, younger. But I don't really own a lot of manga. Most of the stuff I read is online for free on like Manga Plus, Shueisha, stuff like that. Yeah, Spy Times Family is very, very good. And I know a lot of people are hyped that the anime is coming out. So if you haven't read it and you're more of an anime person, please do check that out when it drops. It's one of the best manga from the past few years, I think. You have no specific genres. Anything from isekai to slice of life to historical. If you like historical, maybe Vinland Saga, Kingdom, any of those super long, like Warring States era manga from really, really early, I think those manga are really fun to read. I'm a pretty huge fan of battle manga, like war manga, tactical strategy, stuff like that. So I really enjoy Kingdom. I think I mentioned that in debut. I would recommend that. Have I ever read From the Red Frog? I have not. I don't know what that's about. I could search it up later. The one with the guy with the spear? Are you talking about Kingdom? Yeah. And then you saw Yugami-kun Has No Friends. Yeah. It's a pretty good manga. I had that on my list to put down. Okay, I'm going on a tangent too much. Imagine if Tsunderia joins the Million Sub Club. What musicians would you want to collab with? Yeah, I think if we were that big, we'd have a lot of opportunities and probably could collab with almost anybody, because people would be more interested in working with us as well. So honestly, I would just like to collab with producers that I'm a huge fan of. So on the Japanese side, probably like Giga, and I don't know. There's a lot. Anybody you saw in my music list on debut are probably people I would be interested in collabing with. So there's that. This is a pretty tough question to answer. Just everything I feel, all of the questions I'm getting, I feel like there's too many to list. I'm so sorry for not. I don't want to pick one though, because it's not like the correct answer. You know, it's not definitive. So I don't want to say one person, but I hope that answers your question. Oh, somebody said, do you follow One Piece? I do not follow One Piece, and I don't know when I will finish it because it's too long. Like, I'll read it when Oda ends it, and then so I don't have to wait. I don't need to struggle like everybody waiting weekly for One Piece to end. But yeah, that's my take on One Piece. Base Kazu, your tastes are amazing. Thank you. I hope my tastes are the same as a lot of yours. If not, though, of course that's fine. People are different. That's what makes people, you know, unique and interesting. Literally gonna take a month to get through it all to start to finish. Yeah, probably. Kingdom took me like a week, and that was 700, 800 chapters, I think. So it probably would take me a while. The next question is very simple. Bread, rice, or noodles? I would say noodles 90% of the time, probably. Maybe even 99% of the time. Rice is second. Bread is good too. I mean, I like all of them. It's just preference would go noodles, rice, bread. I like so many types of noodles, like udon, soba, and whatever, like pasta, anything noodles I really enjoy. So noodles for this question. Noodle gang. Exactly, noodle gang. Next question is also pretty simple. Spotify, MP3s, CDs, vinyl, or cassettes? Or are you that weird that weird mini disc dude in the corner. I am not that dude. For this question, I would probably say MP3s, but I know most people are probably Spotify nowadays because streaming services have taken over. I just prefer having everything in a playlist on like iTunes and going through songs that way though. So I would prefer MP3s. Actually, I would prefer waves because that's lossless and uncompressed, but yeah, MP3s probably over anything else on this list. Bandcamp is good. Yeah. Bandcamp's good. Can sell stuff. Can listen to a lot of people. Support the musicians you like on Bandcamp. Next, Spotify ads though. I thought isn't Spotify's if you're not premium on streaming services, so Spotify, Amazon Music, Tidal, Deezer, all of those things, don't you have lower quality bitrate when you listen? It's like not as high quality as premium, right? I'm pretty sure that's what happens. So plus you get ads. So yeah, that's not really fun. That's not cool. Quality is lower if you don't pay for premium and you get ads. So MP3s, waves for me. Okay, next question is, compared to Mio Senpai, who's more the music gremlin? And is there a possible mixing collab with her? So we actually talked about this. I think a lot of people in Syndream are pretty music, like we're all music gremlins kind of. We're very passionate about our particular side of music. So this is, I don't think anybody's more music gremlin than anybody else. It's just what we're focused on. So Mio and Tomo are more focused on vocals, singing, and mixing voices, while I'm more focused on production, like music production, sound design, and electronic genres. And then Lisa is kind of more indie pop, and Lisa loves metal, so maybe you can ask Lisa for a metal song or a metal cover. I don't know if she can do those growl, like super screamo type songs. But yeah, I don't think there's a good answer to this question. We're all music gremlins in our own way. And for mix, I don't know what you mean by mixing collab. Do you mean where we stream together and mix something? Maybe that's possible. Or we've already done this off stream for like Lisa's debut MV, you know, the Hoseki no Kuni opening. Mio mixed the vocals for that, and I did the overall mix with everything combined. So I guess that counts, right? Yeah, technically Lisa's debut cover was our mix collab. I think that counts. But if you're talking about on stream, maybe if we have time, if she wants to, I don't mind. I don't know how many people will be interested in watching that though. If you're interested in music, you probably like it, but if you're not, you probably will not show up for that stream, and that's totally okay. I wished everybody enjoyed music as much as we do, but everybody is different, so there's no problem at all if you do not. Sinban metal song. Oh god. I don't know anybody in Sinban, if anybody can do screamo. Or like scream. Maybe Tomo. Tomo might be able to pull it off. Tomo might be able to pull it off. But I don't think anybody else could. Zao asked, tuner, timer, mixer, master? Wait, what does that mean? What was the question? Like Mio did the like effects and post-processing on Lisa's vocals. And I just did like the rest of the song for anything not the vocals. Oh, for possible mix roles. Yeah. That would work. The answer to everything at this point is legit Tomo. Tomo is a wild one. Wild one, I'll tell you that. Oh, like a mixed collab between vocal mixers. Yeah. Important question. Okay, pineapple on pizza. The greatest question of all time, maybe. I am part of the no pineapple gang. Get that shit off my pizza. Hell no, I'm not eating pineapple on pizza. Sorry, I would not. That no, nope. I do not enjoy I love pineapple by itself, but not on pizza. That's nasty. That's so bad. I mean, I understand. It's like this question is either you really like it or you don't. I don't think anybody's in between. So that's why my answer is so aggressive. It's terrible. I don't like it. Not part of my debut slides, but it didn't come to my mind. If somebody, I should have put pineapple on pizza on my debut slide. But yeah, my answer is no. Pineapple does not. Okay, in my opinion, right? This is only subjective. It is not objective. So don't worry if my opinion is not the same as yours. But I do not like pineapple on anything other than itself. Like, I don't want to put pineapple on anything. So pineapple by itself is delicious, but on anything else with like salt and stuff, that it makes it weird. I don't enjoy the taste. I'm sorry. I think I disappointed a lot of people, but it is what it is. Okay, I think this might be a kind of a repeat question. I already answered this a little bit. It says, what inspired you to become a VTuber, if I may ask? And by the way, I love your model. It's so cool. Thank you. I really love how I look as well. Once again, thank you so much to my mama and papa for drawing and rigging me, Say and Dark AV. Thank you so much. And I'll just answer this very shortly if you missed it earlier. I became a VTuber because on my previous music stuff, if I started streaming games or other variety stuff, I think a lot of my fans will leave me. And being a VTuber you have the opportunity to do whatever you want on stream, pretty much, as long as it's not illegal, you know. No illegal stuff, of course, but you can really stream any game you want, and anything else. I can stream music on here as well still. So that's why I became a VTuber, because the opportunities are greater to do what I want to perform and show off to viewers. Yeah, canned pineapple is bad. I agree. Like, slice it yourself and chop it into little cubes or whatever. Those pineapples are great. Please don't stream crimes. It'll make my job really hard. I promise I will not do any illegal activities on stream. My name is not Lisa. Oops. What? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Lisa. I love you. I'm just kidding. Lisa is a little kusagaki. I'm a kasagaki, but Lisa is a little kusagaki, so she's a gremlin. She will do. She's told us some wild stories, that's all I can say. And maybe she'll tell them to you today, if you guys asked her any questions about maybe some stuff that she's done. But Lisa, I think that would be, Lisa maybe would be the first one to stream anything illegal, but I hope not. I don't think she will. She'll be fine. The next question is, how the hell are you so cracked at Valorant? I'm really not. Like, my peak rank in Valorant was, I think, Diamond 2. And that's not that high, right? It's not Immortal, it's not Radiant, so it's just decent. I'm decent at the game. I don't think I'm great. I'd like to get better, but obviously I do not play Valorant all day. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's perspective. So maybe if you're like, I think there are so many people better than me, which is why I don't think I'm cracked. But from your perspective, you might think I'm way better than you. And so I can understand why you would think I'm cracked. But I think I'm just decent. Hopefully that answers this question. Okay, I got a new world question. What build do you use? If you say Great Axe and Hammer, I'm unsubbing. I do not use Great Axe and Hammer. I actually just use Well, for like, there's so many different masteries, right? You can master all of them, and so I use like the bow and the sword and shield is my current two. Life staff occasionally if we're doing raids and you need a healer, but mainly I use bow and sword and shield. I do not use great axe and hammer. Please do not unsubscribe. Okay, you said you would only do that if I used those two weapons. I do not. What's New World? New World is a new MMORPG that came out a month and a half ago. September 27th, I think, was the release date. And I really wanted to play it because... Okay, I'm gonna go back to that question actually, hold on. I really wanted to play it because I'm a huge old school RuneScape player, and RuneScape was like my childhood. And so New World reminded me of RuneScape, but modern 3D, and that's why I really wanted to play it. But nobody else in Tsunderia wanted to play New World, or they weren't really interested. But I have converted a lot of them, so my job is kind of done there. They're like, I was playing alone for a long time, but I have converted quite a few of them into playing New World. Oh my, okay. Also, I can't wait for whenever Tomo starts streaming. If he does a New World stream, please be there for his first New World stream, because I want to see your reactions to his name, and I will not say anything else. But oh, I actually can't wait. Callan? Oh, Callan's here. Hey, Callan. Play Lost Ark with me when it comes. Yeah, I will. I've actually played the beta a little bit because I did pre-order as well. So I know the beta was started like on the 4th, right? You streamed it the day it came out for 4 or 5 hours. That was a really long stream. But yeah, I will definitely play Lost Ark with everybody in Tsunderia when... I think I mentioned... Did I not mention it in debut? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But everybody in Tsunderia is going to play Lost Ark when it comes out next year in April, officially. So you'll probably see Lost Ark streams in about half a year. Did I like... Yeah, I think it's fun. I chose... Oh, I forgot the class. The marksman, like the gunner that has three different styles. I forgot what the name was. But yeah, I do enjoy. I enjoy my kind of MMORPGs. So I do like Lost Ark as well. Yo, Cal, are you gonna play New World, Callan? Did you buy it? Did you not buy it? Maybe you didn't buy it. It's okay. I have other people to play with now in Tsunderia. Okay, this is not a question. I think you fell in love with me at first sight. You really like my voice. Congratulations on your debut. Thank you. I don't know who this is from. Thank you so much for your support though. I'm really thankful that reception is actually doing so well. I know Ura was really worried. I don't know if I can say this, but she was actually really worried about a lot of us and the reception that we would get. But yeah, I think we're all very happy with our fans and viewers. So thank you so much for sending me this marshmallow. RuneScape throwback stream when? I know Meru actually had like an OSRS stream planned, but I don't think she ever did it. I might do OSRS. If you guys want, if Tsunderia wants to do Guild Iron Man or something, I am down to play. But I don't actually know how many Tsunderia members play old school RuneScape. Or are you talking about RuneScape 3? I actually don't like RuneScape 3 that much. Sorry. Shit. I don't enjoy RuneScape 3, so I probably won't play that if that's what you're asking for. Oh, that person says RS3 is also pretty good. I just don't enjoy RS3, sadly. RuneScape collab, maybe. I don't know how interesting that would be though, because RuneScape, a lot of the activities are pretty AFK, right? You kind of just click something and then wait for numbers to show up, or wait for fish to come into your inventory, or stuff like that. So I don't know how engaging that would be, but I might do one here and there. I do want to. Okay, my next question is very simple. Deepest voice. My deepest voice is probably when I first wake up, as I think is the case for most people, because you're kind of not fully awake and your natural tone is deeper. But right now, let me try. Let me see what my deepest voice. How deep can I go? I don't know. I don't know how deep I can go actually. My lowest note. My lowest note is probably somewhere around here. This isn't. I don't think this is even a note though. I can't actually go too deep. I don't think. I can go deeper in the morning though. But increase the bass. I actually don't like doing that because you can hear the oscillations and vibration kind of much more when you're trying super hard to go deep. To make your voice deep, it kind of like if you go you sound like those horror movies from The Ring and stuff, you know? Like it sounds terrible. I don't think that's a good voice. So I would try to naturally maybe if I wanted to talk deeper, I would probably lower my voice a little bit, and then my tone drops a bit and I can talk deeper like this, but I don't want to keep this up for too. I mean, it's not uncomfortable at all here, but I don't think it sounds very natural. So I do not talk down here because I don't. But yeah, this is like how I'm talking to you guys right now is probably my normal voice. Is my regular everyday Kazu voice. And that's how I will speak for the most part. But I don't know how deep my voice went. Hopefully you got a sample and it was okay. Morning stream someday. I see. Yeah, maybe in the morning. Probably on the weekends because people are off, and I think more people would be there for the weekends, depending on where you are anywhere in the world. If people have work and stuff, it's really hard to join like a 9 a.m. stream on a workday on a weekday. So maybe on the weekends I will do some morning streams. Okay, next question is for gaming. What mouse DPI and in-game sensitivity do you use? And what mouse do you have? So this might come as a surprise to you, but for most of my gaming career, I just used a very basic like Amazon basic mouse, you know, or very cheap $5 mouse. I don't even think those have DPI options to change DPI. So for so long, that's what I used. I actually also never owned a PC before joining Tsunderia. I only bought my PC and like monitors and stuff after being accepted into Tsunderia. So like producing music, I used to do it all on a Mac, right? I use Mac because Macs are good for creative stuff. And so I played everything on a Mac, and I started playing Apex on my Mac through bootcamp, and I got to like Diamond running 30 FPS. So that was a struggle. But to actually answer this question, so yeah, I got all of my my setup gear after joining Tsunderia. So only for about 2 months now. Like I got my PC August 25th, I think. I set it up and stuff August 25th. So about 2 months and a half, I've been playing on a PC with actual stuff. But now that I am in Tsunderia, I use the super light Logitech G Pro mouse, and my DPI is I believe 800, and my in-game sense for Apex is I can't remember if it's 1.3 or 1.8. I'll have all this info down in tomorrow's Valorant stream, and on Wednesday when I actually start Apex, I'll have the info in the description and all my settings and stuff if you guys want that information. But yeah, I use Logitech G Pro Superlight on 800 DPI, and I think 1.3 or 1.8 for Apex, as well as oh crap, what did Ian Brown say? Oh no, I missed Superlight mouse. Oh yeah, Superlight mouse. Thank you for the tip. And for Valorant, I believe my in-game sense is 0.4. I'm a wrist gamer. So a lot of people from CSGO or stuff like that, they use their entire arm to move their mouse, right? They have a huge mouse pad and they use their arm instead of their wrist. But I am a wrist gamer. So I actually, maybe I'll take a picture later and post it on Twitter, but I barely move my mouse when I play games. Like the most I move would probably be 4 or 5 inches to go like a full 360. I don't know. I don't move much at all. So hopefully this answers your question. Thank you very much for asking. Can you parallel park confidently? I can, but not confidently. I would be very slow about this because I don't do it often. And I definitely do not want to fuck up because then you got to go through insurance and all that bothersome crap. And so I only parallel park if I absolutely need to and there's no parking spots anywhere else. So I can, but not confidently, no. Right, this next question. Blockchain or sidechain? I don't really do much crypto stuff. So I would say sidechain because sidechain and music. Yeah, very, very fast question to answer. And moving on. Blockchain or sidechain? I don't know who asked that, but it's pretty funny. Have I ever seen Frank Jaffsey's... Oh, I hope I don't butcher this person's name. Frank Jaffsey's music making tutorials. I have not, but I have learned a lot of music from tutorials on YouTube. Is how I started out learning my DAW, how I learned Live and its functions and everything is thanks to YouTube. So even now, like that was years ago. So even now in 2021, there's so many tutorials and resources online for people to learn how to do stuff. So once again, if you're interested in producing music, you should really, I think Ableton Live actually has like a 90-day free trial for its highest, which is Suite, Ableton Live 11 Suite version. And so you could really just try it out for 3 months and see if you enjoy producing music. You've seen sidechaining in, you think, compressors. Have yet to look what it means though. So yeah, sidechaining is one of the first terms you'll probably learn when it comes to music production. And all it means is that it's ducking. Okay, I don't want to get too technical because I might not convey the super simple aspect of sidechaining. All sidechaining does is when it's usually done on drums to make the kick stand out more. So when on the downbeat or wherever the kick is, it's being compressed, like your instruments or your synths or whatever your other tracks are being compressed as a whole, so that when the kick hits, everything else ducks in volume just a little bit. So you hear the kick and then it fades back in to give more punch and power to a track. And that's what sidechaining is. And it's also used just to give a huge ducking effect. So you could sidechain very heavily to duck a lot, and a lot of people might enjoy that sound as well. And that's all sidechaining really is. Frank Jaffsey is hella talented even though he's a big memer, kind of like Mark Rebelet. Oh, okay. But yeah, I have not seen this person's music making tutorials before. So sorry I cannot expand more on this question, but thank you once again for sending in your marshmallow. What game got you really into FPS games? Okay, so this is oh my god, you guys are gonna laugh at me if you hear this answer. I don't know the first FPS game I played because Macs aren't really for gaming, right? And I don't even remember the name of. There was this one, I think, Russian browser shooter game that was actually really good, but I can't remember the name. And this was maybe 7-8 years ago. I've always enjoyed FPSs though. I just don't play a lot because it's hard to play FPSs on a Mac. But now I can play whatever I want. PC gang. People who game on Mac are a different kind of species. We are a different breed. What is Chex Quest? I don't know what Chex Quest is. Guessing you never owned a console? The only console I've ever owned is a Wii. Oh, wait. Okay. Maybe, yeah, you're right. FPS. I was just thinking of PC. But yes, I played a lot of COD when I was younger on Xbox 360, like all of the COD, Black Ops 2, World War, or what was it, like 1945, and then was it World War One or World War Two? I forget. Zombies. I played a lot of zombies, and what else? Battlefield 3, Halo 2, Halo 3, and other stuff. Yeah, World at War. I don't remember all of the COD names because I haven't played COD in so long. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 I played as well, I think. And well, the thing is, I have a neighbor, and he had an Xbox 360 and later like PlayStation. So when I was younger, I would actually go over a lot and we play for hours. So I played a lot of, sorry, this question, I completely forgot about console FPS. I was just thinking of PC FPS. But yeah, I've been playing FPS since I was a kid, maybe 8 or 9. So yeah, forgive me. I totally forgot about console FPS. But yeah, the only one I actually own myself is a Wii, and it still works. It's over a decade old now, and it still works. You can still play Wii Sports and what's the other one? Wii Play? What is it? The one with like the tanks and fishing and ping pong. I don't know. Other games. I played Super Mario Galaxy and stuff like that on the Wii. But yeah, I played a lot of FPS on console when I was younger. Not on the computer though. Wii Play? Oh yeah. So it is called Wii Play. Okay. Okay, next question is, tell us about your cans, amps, audio equipment battle station. Okay, so if you want to know my setup for producing music, I have for studio monitors, I have Yamaha HS8s. For mixing headphones, I use the Audio Technica, I think 50 ATH or ATM 50, whatever it's called, 50X for 4 or 5 years, but I got the DT 1990 Pros from Biodynamic two weeks ago or a few weeks ago. So now I use those, which are better, and that's what I use to produce music to listen back on. For what else? My audio interface is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 2nd gen because it's pretty old, like 6 years ago. And I think that's all. Oh, if you're wondering about my microphone, I use oh god, what microphone do I use? Is this a 3050? Give me 1 second. Let me check real quick. I do not remember my microphone, the name, but give me 1 second and I will it is an AT2035 from Audio Technica. But a lot of the Tsunderia members use the NT1 now from Rode, or like the SM, the dynamic. If they're like, Callan uses the dynamic microphone, what's it called, like the SMB 57 or something, SM 57. Yeah, Mio, I do, because that was, you used to use that as well. That was your old microphone before you changed to the Rode. SM7B, yeah. Dude, I don't know microphone. I don't care. Sorry, I'm not a. You might. Okay, so this might come. No, it's not a surprise. You've heard me sing. I did not sing before joining Tsunderia, so I am objectively the worst singer in my generation. I can just make myself sound okay because I produce music and I have technology to help me. But objectively, I am the worst singer in Tsunderia. So you guys might think I sound good, but I'm not bad. Everybody else is just better, objectively. So I'm like probably okay at singing. I sing okay. But I have technology. I have plugins to help me. Hopefully this answered your question on my music equipment and stuff like that. And I cannot answer this question because I really don't listen to albums. What was the last banger album you listened to? I guess a generic answer would probably be Porter Robinson's World from like 2014. As an entire album, I really enjoyed it, but nowadays I don't listen to albums. I really just listen to singles. So if a producer that I follow comes out with a song, I'll listen to that. But most people don't make super long 10, 11 track albums these days anyways. Maybe EPs, but albums take a long time to make unless you're just a machine. Like you work hard, grind every day, and don't get burnt out from making music and stuff. That's insane. But albums usually take probably half a year to like a year to make, I would say. Did I mention my MIDI keyboard? I have a Yamaha P45, P71, I guess is the Amazon version for in my room. That's what I use in my room. Sorry, good catch. My piano keyboard in my room is a Yamaha P45, P71. GXOR EPs? Yeah, GXOR is cracked. He's like 20, right? He's really young, and he started producing when he was what, 11, 12? It's crazy. He's so good. GXOR is very, very good. Highly recommend. Favorite game OST? Have any of you guys played Gris? GRIS? I really like the OST from Gris. And then Ender Lily's OST is by Millie, which is also very good. And what else? There's a lot. Like Nier OST is insane, right? Nier Automata and stuff. It's really hard because I just like so many. I hate answering music questions because these things change quite often. I hate giving definitive answers on music related questions because it might be different in a month. So I gave you 3. Hopefully that shows you my taste in OST soundtracks, or game OSTs, sorry. And yeah. Okay, what's the game you have spent the most hours on, and is it actually your favorite? All right. Okay, this question has come. Am I excited to answer this question? Oh boy. So if you were there for yesterday's Tsunderia collab in Human Fall Flat, near maybe like 2/3 of the way through where we cheated our way, where everybody killed themselves because I was in front. They let me go in front after the crane part, and I was like, oh, and they're like, we cheated to get here, right? Because the saving, we loaded the next checkpoint, and they just killed themselves to fall down to where I was. And then I made the comment that it's on brand that we cheated to get here because the viewers don't know that we all scammed our way into Tsunderia. So everybody in Dream has some funny stories that they may or may not share, but here is mine in reference to this question. The game that I have spent the most hours on I am 100% positive it is League of Legends. I played League for I think 6 years, and I've probably spent like what 4,000 or 5,000 hours into that game. So yeah, that's the game I've spent the most hours on. And is it my favorite? Hell no. There's a reason I quit. I'm no chance I am ever going back to MOBAs or League. I got out and I'm happy I got out. But here's the reason why I said I scammed my way into Tsunderia. So in my audition tape for like the 5-minute video that you send in the first round, right, to companies that are like VTuber agencies, in my audition tape, I listed my skills in gaming, and I had a screenshot of my League rank from like 2017. Maybe, I think it was like 2017. And I believe I was, I think my peak in 2017 was Diamond 3 or 2 in League. And I only told Ura after I was already accepted. I was like, you know, I don't actually play League anymore. I haven't played in like 3 years. And she's like, what? So that's, I put that in there like, yes, I played the League of Legends and I'm good at this game. But in reality, my actual rank now is probably gold. I don't know, silver, gold. I don't think I'm that good at League anymore. I haven't played in quite a long time. So that's the story of how I scammed my way into Tsunderia. Not really, just a tiny little bit maybe. I falsified my actual ranking, or not falsified. I showed a previous ranking of my skill level, but it was super old and does not apply to my current skill level. So that's why I joke about the other Tsunderia members have their own stories of how they scammed their way in, but I'll let them tell you their stories because it's not my place to tell you, and I don't want to ruin their storytelling. So you could call us Tsundream, Tsunban, Tsunscam. It all works, honestly. Actually, probably don't call us Tsunscam. Ura will probably get mad at that, so don't do that. Just occasionally is probably okay. But yeah, League of Legends probably spent 4,000 or 5,000 hours, and it is definitely not my favorite game. Exactly, pump up that resume. Yes. Although actually, I did re-download League because Lisa and Tomo started playing League in, I think, last year. And so we play ARAM sometimes, occasionally, at ungodly hours, 5 in the morning. And that's the only time I play League. It'll just be with Tsundream members or other Tsunderia members. Mio is also there sometimes for ARAM and stuff like that, but I'm not going back to playing competitive League ever again. Congrats on debut. What's your go-to boba order? I must admit that I actually don't drink boba that often. And by that often, I mean almost never. The last time I probably drank boba was maybe in a different country 5-6 years ago. So I don't actually know what my go-to boba order would be. If you have suggestions, please feel free to tell me. And I'll try it, honestly, the next time I go. But there aren't a lot of boba places near me, I don't think. So I actually really just don't go out of my way to get boba. So sorry I can't answer this question, but thank you for the congrats on debut. Yeah, boba's good, but I just don't really go to any places that serve it often at all. Like honestly, only times I go outside are for like exercise and shopping, and then usually I'm just at home. And that's about it. So don't, maybe next time I go shopping I'll go get some boba. I'll think about it. I will think about it. Well, who scares you the most besides Urara? Are you talking about Tsunderia? In Tsunderia, it would probably be Putin, because if you mess with Putin, by default, that's also messing with Ura. So you're fucked either way. So probably Putin in Tsunderia. I'd go with Putin. What's boba? Can somebody more experienced? Boba's like tea, but with like the bubbles. I don't know what they're made of. Tapioca, right? Oh my god, this one is so... Hold on. What the... This was so long. I appreciate you asking so many questions, but I was honestly just expecting one question from every marshmallow. Holy, this, you put in like 7. I'll do my best to try to run through it fast so I don't take up too much time here. Okay, 2 regular questions. Thoughts on songs that fade out instead of definitively end. I don't mind. Like if it's fading out on the last chord progression or something, I'm totally cool with that. If it's just fading out and it's leading into like a new melody or something, I don't like that. But I mean, I don't really care particularly. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. Songs that definitively end are good though, because there's cadence and usually it sounds good, right? So that they're both fine. Are you planning on making original songs, albums in the future? Songs, yes. Albums, not sure, because as I mentioned earlier, albums take a long time, and I'm speaking from experience. So if Tsunderia wants me to make an album, I will probably do it, but don't expect it to come out until maybe 2023. That's all I can say. Well, it depends on how long the album is. Albums can go anywhere from like what, 8 songs, 7 songs to 7 songs and above. So it really depends, but it's, I mean, usually I'd like to spend a month on a song. You might be surprised how long a 4-minute song might take to produce, but it's probably around 50 to 100 hours, and if not more. So some days you're also not in the mood to make music, and yeah, so it takes a while. Okay, 4 fun questions. What is a food that you will never under any circumstances eat? I don't really want to eat scorpions or like insects or food that fall into something along those categories. If I have to, I will. I just would prefer not to, I think. So yeah. That I think that's my answer for 1. Tsunderia EP, maybe, yeah. EP's probably possible, because that's like what, 3 to 5 songs. That's probably possible. Okay, what is your favorite gaming console of all time? So based on the nostalgic factor, it'd probably be the Xbox 360, but off of the past 5 years, I'd say the PS4. Hard to say because I've probably spent an equal amount of time on both consoles, and I don't like picking favorites. Okay, if your life was a video game, what would it be called? And what type of game would it be? Oh, this is a pretty good question. Insomniac. Probably start with Insomniac something. I don't know, maybe actually trying to fall asleep would probably be the purpose of the game. but I wouldn't know what to call it. Downfall of I don't know, downfall of the Sleepwalkers, downfall of the Insomniacs. And then you have such a chuny name title for the game, but then the actual game is just trying to fall asleep and it's so boring. Maybe something like that for this question. Okay, and then for number 4, if two people were holding each other and started to lift each other up, could they fly? Wait, what? If two people were holding each other and started to lift... My brain does not comprehend this question. Okay, so like you're hugging each other and then you lift one up, but then the other person also lifts you up while they're lifted? Or what? Oh, I'm not sure I understand. I guess literally if you could pick somebody up and they could also pick you up while they were in midair, then yes, both of them would technically be flying, I think. But I don't know if I am understanding your question correctly. So I do apologize if I messed this up, but I think the answer would be yes. And then you said being an adult is like being an adult is like one of those choose your own adventure stories, but every option sounds terrible and costs way too much. Okay, this guy's speaking facts right here. That is all. Thank you, Kazune, for answering these questions. I genuinely appreciate it. Congratulations on your debut. Welcome to Tsunderia and this massive world of VTubers. It's very exciting to see Tsunderia grow. I hope that you enjoy doing what you do and entertain thousands of people in the future. Sincerely, Fateh. Oh, this person actually was not anonymous. Thank you for sending in this marshmallow, and thank you so much for your support and message. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and we are happy to receive lots of support, supportful messages like this. Yes, Tomo always says all facts, no printer, and has gotten a lot of us to also say it. All facts, no printer. Thank you so much. I saw the only question I wasn't really too sure on was the last one. Maybe just because I wasn't too sure on which aspect of the question you were going for. Just kind of hard to understand, so I apologize for that. Okay, next question. What's the longest you've ever gone without sleep? 5 years now, maybe? No, I'm just kidding. If you're asking for reality, probably, I don't think I've ever made it to 2 days. It's probably like anywhere between 30 and 40 hours, I'd say. Around a day and a half, maybe 36 hours. No sleep. So it's not that bad. People have gone for way longer. You guys know Timmy, right? It's Timmy and his insane solo to pred Apex stream for like 54 hours just playing Apex, no sleep. I don't know, man. I would crash and burn. So respect to anybody who can stay awake that long, but that's really bad for your health. Don't actually do that. It's not good. Yeah. But I think my answer to this would be 30 to 40 hours, probably around a day and a half, 36. I was probably working on deadlines for, I don't know, university, college projects or stuff like that, and last minute stuff would be the only reason why I would actually stay awake that long. Here we have a gotcha question. Which Guardian Tales character do you like the most, and what do you think of Little Princess? Oh boy, there's so many to choose from. I actually own most of them. I'd probably say the 10-year future Little Princess, because she's kind of busted, kind of OP. And what do you think of Little Princess? She's cute and has fun interactions with you in the main character. But yeah, a lot of you probably don't play Guardian Tales or know what it is. I believe it's a Korean gacha, but has a the English version was released last year in August, and I think I've been playing since it released. Although nowadays I really just do dailies, and honestly I don't know why I still play, because when that happens to gacha, when it becomes like just doing dailies, I don't know, you might as well quit, right? But no, I have not quit Guardian Tales yet. Sleep over gaming. True. Kazu, what is your favorite MMO? Thanks for reading. My favorite MMO is probably old school RuneScape. It's the one I'm most familiar with and the one I grew up with. So I was never a WoW player and not really a Final Fantasy. I have played Final Fantasy 14, but not to the extent that a lot of people play the game. So I'd say RuneScape pre RS3 and then OSRS after for this question. Yeah, the daily homework for gacha, when it becomes dailies and you just don't really pay attention to the story anymore or anything else, it becomes a hassle and should just quit. I do agree, but sometimes it's just so it doesn't take long and then you just keep on leaving it off. Oh, don't worry, I am not playing Black Desert Online. I am not playing that game. I think actually Mio, hopefully she doesn't mind me telling, maybe I don't know if she's told her chat before, but Mio used to play BDO, I think. I've never played it and I don't plan to, so don't worry. I'm not gonna pay to win or spend a lot of money on that at all. Oh, somebody asked me, what was your main job in FF in Final Fantasy 14? I was a Lancer, like the Dragoon. That was my main. It's still an hour a day. Really, for Guardian Tales, it takes like 10 minutes, so it's not that bad, in my opinion. But for some others, it might take a long time, and then I would just quit. Because if Guardian Tales took me an hour a day, I would quit. So I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, I don't play Genshin because I played Genshin when it came out release, I think last year in October, right? And I think I burnt out because there's no content to go after a certain point when it first came out. So after a few weeks, I was maybe AR 40, 41, and there's nothing to do. And you're just waiting on resin and stuff. And then I just never looked back and never went back to the game. So there's probably a lot more to do now, but I'm over Genshin and the rates for Genshin kind of suck ass anyways. And I don't want to spend money on Genshin, so no worries there. Yeah, I also got out of the Genshin hole early and burnt out because there's just nothing to do in the game like first couple of months. BDO is just toxic in every way. Oh, well, good for me, I guess, because I'm never gonna play BDO, so thank you all for warning me. I have seen stuff about it before though, so I'm also never touching that game. Okay, this question says, how does it feel to be the only human in Sinban? I don't think I knew I was going to be the only human in Sinban. I do believe I'm allowed to share this. Not everybody has super detailed lore and stuff. Like so I don't want to speak for other companies and agencies, but as far as it is concerned for Tsunderia Generation 3, Tsundream, we had a lot of say in creating who we wanted to be and what we wanted to play, as long as our concepts sort of align. And oh, sorry. We were told that our generation was going to be dream and nightmare based, but that was it. Everything else was pretty much up to us on how we wanted to create our character. So a lot of other agencies, I think, you might just, when you're applying to be a VTuber under them, you apply for a certain character that's pre-made or a model that's already pre-made, and then you have to play that character. But that wasn't the case for Tsunderia Generation 3. So maybe take that into consideration in the future if you're also trying to apply to companies to be a VTuber. I would say Tsunderia as a company is very flexible with what they allow their talents to do, as long as it falls under the overall concept. And so yeah, all we were given was dreams and nightmares, and then everybody else, we all made what we wanted to be. So I think that's really cool. But I don't think, yeah, I didn't know I was going to be the only human. It feels fine, right? I think that's actually cool if everybody's a different thing. We all, I mean, I might be a human, but I'm the only one, so I don't mind at all. I think it's good. So thank you for asking. Yeah, some companies have characters already and are just looking for people to match that look. And oh, you've never touched a gacha game? Honestly, it's probably better that way, because what happens with gacha is that first you always go into gacha saying you won't spend any money, and that's the case for me, right? I started with Girls Frontline in 2016, and I spent no money on that game throughout like my 3 years playing it. But then later on different gacha, some stuff might catch your eye and you're like, okay, I'll just spend a little bit for this. And then at first you're like, oh my god, this is kind of a lot of money. But the more you spend, the more you get used to it, and you're like, oh well, $50 on this isn't that bad, right? Or like $30 for this event isn't that bad. And then it all adds up. So yeah, I wouldn't, if you're already in it, I feel you, but if you're not, I do suggest staying away from it unless you're already pretty wealthy. Maybe you have, of course, if you make a lot of money and gacha is your hobby, then spend your money however you want. But if you're like a student in college or something, or you need to save money, or you don't make the most income, maybe don't spend too much on gacha. Yeah, sunk cost fallacy. Econ, baby. Yeah. Diminishing returns. It, like, what you keep going, it just, gacha hell is real. So sorry, that was a bit off topic, but I just wanted to, somebody said don't fall into the gacha hell hole if you're not in there already. Yeah, gacha's gambling. True. Okay, this question is, do you prefer hard or soft candy? I like both, but definitely soft. So my favorite candy is actually more fruit based and not chocolate or stuff like that. So I mean, of course I love chocolate, but I love fruit based candies more. So Starbursts, Hichus, and stuff like that are my favorite. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say here. Gummy bears, stuff like that. Yeah, fruit gummies. Skittles, Bop. Well, Skittles is kind of hard and then soft, right? Is it not pronounced Hichu? I swear it's pronounced Hichu. Let me search it up. Or is it Haichu? No, it's Hichu, right? There's no way it's Haichu. Here. If you, okay, this is not working. It's I believe a Japanese brand of candy, fruit candy. You like sour candy? Yeah, sour candy is good too, but I don't like too much, because if you eat too much at a time, right, your tongue starts to get icky, and it's pretty annoying. Like, it'll start hurting. I swear that's Hichu, but maybe it is Haichu. I don't know. But yeah, fruit candies for this question, or soft, chewy fruit candy. Okay, what are your favorite headphones to use for music and gaming? This is a good question, because people have asked about my setup, like my Mac or my mouse and stuff, DPI. So this is also, I guess, along those categories for both music and gaming. My headphones for gaming might come to a surprise to you all, but if you know Ace, or Asu, I guess, Asu, he uses Apple earbuds for gaming, right? And I do the same. I use Apple earbuds for gaming. And then for music, Now I use the DT 1990 Pros from Biodynamic, but I don't actually own a gaming headset or anything like that. I just use Apple earbuds, and I have always used Apple earbuds. So they're comfortable and they do their job. Like, I have no problem playing games with them. And those would be my go-to. Oh, here's a JP spelling for Haichu. Oh, so it is Haichu. Okay. Yeah. It's Haichu. I didn't read the katakana, but I just thought because so they romanized it, right? Romaji for English version to say like hi is spelled as in hi. So that makes sense. So not Hichus, Haichus. My bad. That is my fault for getting it wrong. Okay, and then this next one says, I don't know if I'm the only one who sees it, but it looks like you can't get any sleep because the Tsunderia or the Tsundering girls and Nen keep soiling you. You're trying to get a good night's sleep. Honestly, kind of true. Not really. The thing with maybe people have heard of the Tsunderia sleep schedule, and it is kind of true. After joining Tsunderia, my sleep schedule's gone to kind of whack. It's gone kind of whack, and people are always on at all times. Pretty much, there's always somebody still awake, and Tsunderia is a big happy family, and it's fun to talk to everyone. So I don't mind really, but this is not a question, but you're not wrong. I don't think you're wrong. Tsunderia does not sleep. Lisa says, please, I will never get back those hours from all those late nights. Maybe we can tell a story about that one day. We've had multiple all-nighters in Tsunderia for like everybody. It's pretty wild. And then somebody says, hey, I heard you like sports manga. Have you read Prince of Tennis? Because you remind me of the character Zaizen Hikaru. He also has multiple ear piercings, and his hobby is listening to music and track making. So Prince of Tennis is also my childhood. Like what's the main character? Echizen? Ryoma, right? I don't remember though, but I did watch like all of the anime with my older sister, I believe. And I read up to the point where he competed in like the US Open, or was that the final? I don't know. Because I know after Prince of Tennis there's a newer version, but Prince of Tennis is so superpower focused, right? Kind of like Kuroke no Basket, and so it's not really the best representation of tennis. Baby Steps is probably better. It's much better, I'd say, for realistic tennis. But I actually don't remember much about any of the characters. Like if I saw them, I would probably know. I'm not sure who Zaizen Hikaru is, but that's awesome that he has the same interests and multiple ear piercings like I do. So, okay. I hear Ruby says, you also give me some Miyamura vibes. So actually, you are not wrong, because Miyamura looks sick as fuck, and I was pretty much like, yo, give me that haircut. So the resemblance is there probably because I literally asked for a reference to be like the Miyamura haircut, because I don't think, are there any other VTubers that have this hairstyle? I don't know, but if there are, there's not a lot of them, and it looks sick, so I went with it. And yeah, Horimiya is a bop, although later it becomes kind of too slice of lifey, but that's okay. I mean, the entire story is slice of life. It's like the first 30 chapters is the main plot, and the other 100 is just slice of life with friends and stuff, which is still fun to read. Sad that it ended like half a year ago, right? Maybe a year ago or something, but it was a fun ride while it lasted. Although I know the original ended long time ago. Just the redrawn adaptation of the manga. It was a very good series. Yeah, I agree. You should read Horimiya if you have not. Very fun. Comfy romance with a lot of different couples, and it's fun. It's nice. Hello, Cosnet. I really enjoyed your debut. Will you be releasing a long version of your BGM? Wait. What BGM? Is it the one that I made in debut, that I showcased in debut, or like both my starting screen, end screen, and the current BGM you hear in chatting is not made by me, actually. The credits are in the description, so maybe you are mistaking these for my tracks. I did not make the BGM in my streams. I could always replace them in the future with my own stuff, but right now for debut I have used other people's songs. Hi Yuda, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Yuda is from Prism Project. Everybody, if you know Yuda, I hope you know. I mean, Prism and Tsunderia are friends, so please. Yuda is an amazing singer, and she does other comfy streams like ASMR and stuff like that. So if you, I hope you know who Yuda is. Please go check out her channel as well. Yuda, I'll mod you. Hold on. Okay. Please do check out Yuda's stuff. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if chat was going by too fast in both the collab and my debut yesterday, so I do not know if you were there, but if you were, thank you so much. And if you weren't, if you're busy streaming yourself or doing other stuff, that is totally okay. Thank you for stopping by today. But yeah, for this question, I didn't make any of the BGMs that you currently hear, so I'm unsure if I answer this properly, but if you're talking about the one I showcased in debut, maybe I might finish that into a full-length version. Okay, this question says, how good are you with OS? So my peak ranking so OS has 4 game modes, right? If you know OSU, or OS, however you want to pronounce it. There's Catch the Beat, Taiko, Mania, and then Standard. I only play Standard, and my peak rank in Standard I think was 4,500 global, but that was I think 2 years ago. So I've decayed into the high 5-digit range, like maybe in the 10,000s or 20,000s. That's my current ranking, because I think my peak, I've hit my peak in OS. I don't think I can get any better, and I don't play enough to try to get any better. But I probably usually play like 6 to 7 star maps reasonably well, and they're fun to play. So hopefully that's an indication of what my level in OSU is at. And I will never stream OS on YouTube because I would get copyright striked with how many songs there are, right? So expect OS streams on Twitch in the future, because that's where they will happen instead. Not on YouTube though. Am I a mouse player or a tablet? I am a tablet player. I played mouse for a week and then swapped to tablet. Like when I first started, I played mouse for a week and then I got a tablet and have never gone back to mouse. Congrats on your debut, Kazagaki. You said you're the only human in Sun Dream, but if you could choose to be non-human, what would you like to be? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably... Well, I always wanted to be more of a knight. Like the Insomniac personality is always there. So maybe I don't know how good a VTuber owl. Probably an owl would be my choice, but I don't know how well that would have looked. So I mean, I'm happy that I look the way I do. I don't mind at all. I'm very happy. So, but yeah, for non-human, probably an owl. You used to play with your pen tablet on? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean used to play? You swapped a mouse? Or Standard on mouse is painful. Well, I mean, there are mouse players that reach the top, right? Like Angel and Flying Tuna. Before Flying Tuna swapped to pen, he was still a god with the mouse. So it's not that it's impossible. I do think it's easy. I think everybody thinks it's easier with a tablet. You have better control of your pen grip and stuff. Mouse can everything. I respect you if you play only mouse without keyboard. So those that play with only mouse and right click and left click to tap, you are insane. Actually insane. Oh, you don't play anymore. You only play a few songs because of friends. Yeah, I mean, I play occasionally. I used to play much more, but now just sometimes if I want to listen to some good songs and play a game, I'll play those. Okay, next question is, what is it about FPS games that you find the most appealing? In relation, do you feel it's easy to get tilted about losing? And if so, how do you deal with tilt? Thank you for your time. I think FPS games are fun. I don't like most appealing. Just this might be weird. So I'm really into like war movies or World War II movies or shows, HBO, like Band of Brothers or The Pacific and stuff of that nature. And so FPS is kind of like, I mean, you're going off to war, but you're not actually going to war because nobody likes actual war, but you're there to experience the battlefield, and it's fun. I think that's why a lot of people enjoy FPS, right? Because you can do so much stuff. I mean, games are just games to detract from the real world, and you're just experiencing a new world. Same with like any form of entertainment or TV shows. You watch the movies to experience the story of the movie, stuff like that. And I think that's what's most appealing for me. As for the second part, in relation, do you feel it's easy to get tilted about losing? If I am tryharding, League is the game where I tilt the most. So I'm happy that I don't play League anymore. I don't think I tilt much at all anymore about other games. I might get frustrated at a play in the moment, but I don't think I get tilted because that's what happens. And maybe the more you experience it, you're just like, well, stuff happens or like mistakes happen. So you just go next. The mindset now is not to tilt over what happened. It's just don't worry about it and go next. So I don't think I tilt that often. I just like I can do better next time. And so maybe that's how I deal with tilt. Thank you for asking this question. Hopefully that helped or can change your perception and analysis of why you're tilting and how to not tilt. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite genre of music and favorite song? Ooh, okay. This might be a long, this is difficult. So 5 years ago, I'd say my favorite genre of music would be future bass. And before that, maybe progressive house. But then I started listening to future house and future bounce from like 2019 to now, which might be my favorite. But then I also listened to a lot of color bass, melodic rhythm, and future rhythm. So that's also one of my favorites right now. And I'm sure it will change in the next few years again if a producer pioneers a new genre that I like, or my tastes just change naturally. And so I gave you some favorite genres, and that is subject to change. My favorite song, don't have one. I hate having to answer favorite because there's literally not one song that's just uncomparable to the rest, right? And it doesn't work across genres. Like you might have one favorite song in one genre. So like in Future House, Future Bounce, Brooks's remix of Ice Cold is probably one of my favorite of all time. I don't know if you guys know about that, but that remix fucking slaps and bops. And after even 5 years, it's still goated. So, but like that doesn't work for, I have favorite chill songs, favorite lo-fi songs, favorite songs in other genres. So this is a very, and then you have, not to speak of, you know, Vocaloid or J-rock, J-pop, even K-pop maybe. This is a very tough question. So I don't want to say one song. Yeah, my favorite, I think Nen, in Nen's debut, Nen mentioned that every week, like 3 new songs are Nen's favorite. So some people change really fast, some people change maybe slower, but I think everybody's favorite song eventually changes, right? Or favorite songs eventually change. And yeah, that's my answer to this question. And I think that's the end of all of my marshmallows. That might be the end. Yeah, because we're back to what color is your underwear? But I know that a lot of you actually sent more after I started stream when I linked it. So let me read off the marshmallow. I don't have these downloaded, but after what is your favorite genre of music and favorite song, the first question that I got is, when do you start the kitten roll call? So the kitten roll call only works if I am in a call with a bunch of people, right? And that's probably not going to happen, but we could try. We could try, you know, I'll pretend I hear you guys meowing back at me. I'll be like, all right, good night, kitten number 1. All right, wait. I need to put on this, right? Good night, kitten number 1. And then somebody meows. And then good night, kitten number 2. Good night, kitten number 3. Go down a list of everybody watching, and you guys are just meowing one at a time or doing the weirdest impressions of a meow. And I mean, somebody asked this question, when you start the kitten roll call. So probably never, but we could maybe role play it a little if you'd like. And then the question that I got immediately after that was, when do you start calling us kittens? Why am I going to call you guys kittens? Because I have a cat hoodie? It doesn't make any sense. Why would I don't think you guys are kittens. You're insomniacs, fellow insomniacs like me, sleepwalkers, night owls, not kittens. You said you're gonna riot? Wait, when did I say I was gonna call you kittens? Oh, maybe I'll call you kittens in Mio's server in the future, but probably not on stream because it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense to call you kittens here. All right, next question that I got is, what is your rank in Apex? Tomo kind of already spoiled this. My rank, so before joining Tsunderia, peak was diamond, right? Because I was playing on my Mac. And then after joining Tsunderia, I wanted to show Ura that I could solo to Masters, so that's what I did for Season 10. And so my peak rank in Apex now is Masters. I don't know if I'll do a solo to Masters rank challenge stream on like on Vtuber on YouTube or anything, but because I think that would take a long time. I could probably I told Uda I was thinking of doing a solo to diamond endurance stream because I think I could pull that off within 24 hours, like solo to diamond. I'm pretty sure I could do that. Not to masters though. Solo to masters is pretty painful. I'm not going to lie, it is pretty painful. It took me a long time. Oh, Wait, is anybody here fans of Oreapple? I know a lot of people in my debut. There was a lot more people in my debut than here, so I don't know if they're here. But if any of you are fans of Oreapple, here's a funny story. For Apex, I actually played with them. And after I played with them, I hit Masters in like 3 days. It was a real struggle for like 2-3 weeks, I think, or maybe even a month. I was in Diamond for a long time in solo to Masters, my challenge. But after playing with Oreapple, I played with Kamito and Hinano, and I went from Diamond 4 to Masters in like 3 days. So I think they gave me luck and the fortune to reach the rank. But in the future, if I'm trying to go for Masters, I hope there are other people I could play with to trio queue, because soloing is really painful. If you don't get Jump Master, or if your random teammate gets Jump Master and they want to hot drop, or if they want to do a stupid drop somewhere, you kind of just go in hoping for a 50-50 and that you don't lose minus 48 right off the bat. And so yeah, that's my rank in Apex this Masters. Hey, Kasne, Daniel here. How's your day going? Oh, it's going well. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Just answering questions and chatting. Yeah, solo queue is true pain. I do agree. All right, next is how many sleeping pills will we have to make you drink before we can convince you to go to sleep? Hopefully not enough to make me go to the hospital, but enough to make me fall asleep would be my answer to that question. Don't drug me, please. No drugging. Okay, and then somebody else asks, how do we reach out to collab with you? What does... I think you can just DM me, right? I probably have to run it by management, but like depending on who it is. But I would try just DMing me or asking me, like, and you asked this in Marshmallows. If you're somebody, you could just say I'm who and I'd like to have a collab in Marshmallows as well. I will see it. So I would say that's how you would that's a way to reach out to collab with me. And then I do probably have to run by all collabs with management and stuff, but no worries, I would still try. And somebody says, oh, Daniel says, I just saw debut VOD and I realized that you make music as well. So proud of you. I make music with FL Studio as well, and congratulations on the debut. Thank you, Daniel. That's awesome. Yeah, FL Studio. Oh, I forgot to mention FL Studio. I said like what, Cubase and Logic and what, Studio One, but I forgot to mention FL Studio. FL Studio, a lot of people I know use FL Studio as well. So that's awesome that you also enjoy music production, Daniel. I hope it's going well for you, and that you make songs that you're proud of in the future. Yeah, don't drug me. No, sorry. Artichoke, these are marshmallows that were sent after I started stream, so I don't have them downloaded. I guess hold on, give me 1 second. If you give me like a minute to download all of them, I'll put them on the screen. Give me a second. Just might take a while. Do apologize. I'll try to go actually one by one so that it doesn't take too long between them. But here's the next. Here are the next ones. Okay, hopefully this is weird. Alright, I got this one. What is your gamer chair? Does it have back massagers and RGB lights? Actually, no, I do not own a gamer chair. After joining Tsunderia and realizing that I was going to sit down for even longer periods of time, what I did was I got an ergonomic chair, which is better for your back and stuff. So no gamer chair. I would actually suggest you don't buy gamer chairs because a lot of them are still like leather based and you might feel sticky and gross and sweaty in the summer or something. So if you buy like a mesh ergonomic chair, it's better for your back anyways, and they're still comfy as heck. So that's my advice to you. Buy an ergonomic chair for long-term usage instead of a gamer chair. And then what was my next question? That was a long one, right? What is this? Oh, somebody told me a joke because they probably watched my debut and realized I was bad at jokes. What is this? Here's a joke. An old woman walks into an ice cream parlor and she goes up to the counter and says, "I would like some chocolate ice cream." The man behind the counter says, "Sorry, we do not have any chocolate. We have strawberry, vanilla, mint, and almost anything else." The woman stops for a minute and thinks and then says, "Okay, I would like some chocolate." The man behind the counter says, "Ma'am, we don't have any chocolate. We have everything else." The woman stops for a moment and then says, "I understand. I'll have some chocolate ice cream." The man sighs and says, "You know how to spell, right, ma'am?" "I do. Can you spell the straw in strawberry?" "Yes, I can. S-T-R-A-W." "Good. Now can you spell the vanilla in vanilla?" "That's too easy. N-I-L-L-A." "Fantastic. Now, ma'am, can you please spell the frick in chocolate?" "What?" The woman stops for a moment and says, "There's no frick in chocolate." The man replies, "That's what I've been trying to tell you." Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually just read through all of that. That was so... Okay, you know, like, I'm bad at jokes, but this is also not the best joke. This is also not the best joke. I cannot believe I read that out. The punchline did not hit. Well, I hope you enjoyed my story reading, Super Sonic mode. Oh, why is this so big? Oops, okay. Oh, the next question I got is... Oh, I already answered this. What rank are you in Apex and Valorant? My peak rank in Apex is Masters, because I soloed to Masters to prove to my manager that I could. And then my peak rank in Valorant is D2, but I think right now I'm Plat 3, maybe? I haven't played Valorant actually in a week or two, so hopefully tomorrow I'm not terrible, but if you guys are expecting me to be super like Tens or Tarek or any pro player, you are in for a bad time. Like, I can tap heads, but I'm not that good, so yeah. Those are my ranks, and let's go to the next couple of questions. Do you like any board games? Yes. Like, Monopoly is fun, but it takes a long time, so that's probably pretty boring. I also like Settlers of Catan a lot. I play that with my friends quite often. And ooh, what else? What else can I think of off of the top of my head? I'm not too sure. I mean, I'd probably just say Catan. Catan is my favorite, so that's why it came so fast. I actually don't play D&D, but I would like to get into it. But I don't know how many people in Tsunderia actually play D&D also, so it might be tough to get that going. Also, the VST you use are Frequency Splitter, Overdrive, and Sound Goodizer. Those are FL stock. Are they FL stock? I'm not too familiar with FL Studio plugins. Oh, congrats on almost 800 subs, bro. Thank you. Scream. Oh yeah, Scream, the headshot machine. They talk about my... I can't do it. They talk about my one tap. They talk about my one taps. Boop, beep, bop. Yeah. That is very... I can't believe I forgot Scream. And then what is my next question? It was... I saw that you listed Vocaloid producers on your debut. Do you have a favorite Vocaloid or a specific song you like the most? Oh, so not about the producers. I think I would say I actually like Utaloids more than Vocaloids, but of course Vocaloids are good too. It's just tuning is better on like people with, if the sample is, how do I say it? You guys know Police Piccadilly and Cynic, the song from maybe 5 years ago? When I heard that, that was insane. She sounded so human, but it was not, so. But for Vocaloids, probably, I mean, I don't know, Miku, Ren, Flower, they're all good. I listen to a lot of producers have like specific favorites, so some will only use Flower, and then some will only use Miku, etc. So I don't, yeah, they're all good. I don't mind whichever Vocaloid you prefer to use. Now for favorite specific song you like the most. No, there's not. Once again, there's not. I have a lot of Vocaloid songs I enjoy. So it's very hard to pick a favorite. Like I listed so many Vocaloid producers, right? Giga, Neru, Kikuo, who else? Deco27, Yonosuke, Harumaki Gohan, etc., etc., etc. There's so many to list that I don't have a favorite song that I like the best. Oh, Ian Brown says Gumi is the best Vocaloid. Oh, Gumi. Oh, I forgot about what's her name? Ia, or how do you pronounce? It's Ia, right? Like super old. Yeah, I forgot about that as well. I listened to a lot of Ia songs in the past. But yeah, guys, please stop asking me favorites. I don't like choosing favorites because I usually do not have a favorite. I just have multiple or many favorites. It's too difficult to choose a favorite, sadly. So please spare me the favoritism. And then what is this? Oh, favorite type of headphones for producing? Any mixing headphone will probably do, but right now I use the Biodynamic DT 1990s, and they are very, very good with the analytical pads for to hear clearly on all frequencies. So that's my answer for this one. And then oh, you're too new with the Vocaloid stuff. All I know is Kikuo. Yeah, Mio did a really good cover of Aishite by Kikuo. Kikuo is really, really good. He's been producing for like 20 years now. Actually insane. So his stuff is top notch. And what's your favorite question? Oh my god, Blackout, you're trolling me. Okay. Any plan to stream for C game that mostly will watch your VOD as option? Yes, I did actually consider that. That's why my finalized schedule for this week changed. So I have some that are afternoon for those in North America, some at night for those in North America, and then the ones that are at night in North America should be catchable for people on the other side of the world. If you're like 12 hours ahead or 14 hours ahead, it'll be morning for you. I know it might be a bit too early, 9 or like 10, 11 maybe, but it's watchable, I think. So I do try to, the thing with so many new members, overlap with other Tsunderia members is inevitable, but we still try to not start at the same time. So at least give everybody an hour to themselves for their own viewers to come. Or for people who watch multiple Tsunderia members or like multiple Tsunderia members, you have the option to at least spend like an hour with your preferred person before moving on. Or like not your preferred, somebody you like but maybe not your favorite, which is fine. But we just try not to overlap on starting times. But it's kind of impossible to not overlap at all because 5 new members is quite a lot of people in an agency. And streams usually go on for like what, 2-3 hours? Yeah, Ami started an hour ago, and I know she's also doing like Marshmallow streams, and I cannot catch hers because I'm still finishing all of my questions. But that is yeah. I changed my schedule because I wanted to make sure I have time for, or just to be more open. You don't want to set your time zone before you really know maybe where your viewer base is coming from or how many people are there to watch. So I'm very flexible with my times, and they might change again in the future. So okay, next one says what? Equivalent exchange. I'll make you whatever sweets you want, however many you want, if you can wink in the camera. Oh, sick, easy. There you go. Wait, what sweets are you making though? Like, what type of sweets? I must know the answer to this question. Like cookies or cake or or what? I mean, I like most sweets, so I think it shouldn't matter too much, but yeah, hope you like that wink. Clip it, do whatever you want with it, save it in the VOD. I don't mind. I mean winking is really easy. Like I can't actually, that's cap. I can wink with my like my right eye pretty easily, but with my left eye it's tracking's not the greatest. I don't know. It's like I'm blinking. So I just go with my right eye for winks. Okay, what is my next question? Hold on, did I add it? Oh, okay. Oh, nope, that's the same one. Wait, does this person ask this question twice? Oh, they did. Oops, okay. I already answered this one. Sorry. Okay, next question says, hold on, it's not on screen yet. Give me 1 second to add it in. Next question says, okay, if you were to draw R18 of me, not saying that you have, how would you feel about it? And don't worry, I won't post it. You haven't drawn it yet, and you're just wondering. Oh, I don't mind at all if you draw R18 of me, honestly. Like, I just don't have an R18 tag. So if you want, maybe you, but maybe you shouldn't post it under Kazu Sketch, because then other people might see it if they look at at my art tag. I just don't have an R18 tag, and honestly, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to have one. I don't think, I don't know if I'm allowed to have one, but personally, I do not mind. So draw whatever you want of me, and you can post it online if you want. I don't really care. So hey, porn sells, so a lot of people draw R18. I don't mind, you know. We're all cultured individuals here. Do what you want. I'm not stopping you. Do whatever you want, my dude, my guy, or girl, my viewer, my gal. Oops, sorry. Doesn't like half of Tsunderia have one? Is it only half? I thought most of them had one. I thought most of them had one. I could be wrong though, but I know Tomo and I definitely do not, because we don't. And my next question is, what is your opinion on cucumbers? I love cucumbers. I know Amiya hates cucumbers, I think. And I don't know why, but everybody has different tastes, so that's okay. I think she said it's too slimy, or the seeds are too, like, is slimy the best description? It's too watery, melty, kind of weird feeling in her mouth, she says, but I don't. I think cucumbers are crunchy and good, so I don't mind at all. I love cucumbers, pickles as well, and carrots. I'm actually pretty good with most vegetables. And then, okay, what is it? Maybe make an R18 tag. I've only seen some Dream members have R18 tags. If you do draw R18, yeah, they don't usually want it under the general tag. Yeah, that makes sense. I would probably not want other people to look at my search for fan art of me and see dick or like R18 of me. It's probably not the best idea. We will, but yeah, if you want to draw R18, you could probably just, I don't know where you would post it on Twitter. Just, I don't mind if you draw, end of the day, I do not mind if you draw R18 at all. So do what you want. Okay, and this is actually I think this is the final. This is the final question, maybe. What is this? Oh, okay, tips on getting started on making drum beats as a non-drummer, someone who doesn't own a drum set. So I assume you're talking about doing this in your DAW. And honestly, I think most modern music has pretty basic drum lines. So if you're going for anything electronic or chill or pop-ish and nothing super extreme or out there, you could probably just do, I hope musical term. So you could probably make drum beats. So house music is 4/4 kick and clap, right? It's very easy 4/4. And so many people only make house music, and that's literally the drum beat throughout the entire song. But I understand if you don't want to do that, and you're maybe looking to make more unique drum style patterns. And all I can say is just go with trial and error, because the best thing about making music a lot of the time is that it is accidental when something really good happens. Like you are not expecting to make this sound, or you're not expecting to make this rhythm, but then you play it back and it sounds awesome and you keep it that way and move on. So that's really fun when it happens. But yeah, for drum beats, you probably want, like, don't be too experimental about it, but if you know that most songs are usually in 4/4 time signature, not like waltzes in 3/4 or something in 6/8, just assume try making stuff in 4/4 first, and then just put a kick on like every downbeat first, and then move them around and see if it sounds good, and clap on like the offbeat, snare on the offbeat, put hi-hats wherever you want, maybe rides here and there, and just experiment and have fun. Just trust me, nobody is good. The thing about music production is that nobody is good in the very beginning, and it is a pretty equal playing field for everybody that starts music production. And so I might be going on a tangent here, but a lot of people will say, oh, so-and-so is so talented, or yeah, like this person is super talented. Everybody knows that when you say talented, you mean it in a nice way, right? It's a compliment. But for those people that have spent thousands of hours or tens of thousands of hours into perfecting their craft, whatever it is, like art, illustrating, music production, singing, like Tomo has spent so much time into singing. He's not a naturally good singer, according to himself. I haven't heard him before, but he spent like many years maybe singing every day to get to the level where he is at now. And for people to call him talented, right? That's kind of, we all understand that it is a compliment, and we would all just prefer, I think, if you instead next time, before you comment that somebody is talented at something, say that you're really skilled at this, because it means the same thing, but then you're not diminishing the blood, sweat, and tears people have put into their craft. So that's the same thing with music production. You go into a DAW and you have no idea what things are, right? You don't know what these knobs do. You don't know what like a compressor does, maybe, if you've never done music before. You don't know what like a frequency shifter does. You don't know what a beat delay does. You don't know what these echo things do, right? And everybody starts out at the same playing level. And so somebody here says, do you like Camellia music? Yeah, Camellia is also a producer I would consider to be a god, because he's been producing for so long. He's like, what, 28 years old now? 29? And he's made god tier albums on so many different genres, and they all sound masterfully produced. So good. So good. And I call him a god not to diminish his skills, but I mean that he is so insanely skilled that he can produce so many different genres at such a high level and maintain that consistency throughout the years and get even better. And same goes for like Virtual Riot. And if you guys know Faint is insane. This man only makes drum and bass. He's only made drum and bass for like 11 years, and they're all so good. So he's a drum and bass god. Yeah, cracked is fine. Yeah, you can say cracked. Just don't say talented. Has the talent is, how do I say it? When you call somebody talented, it's kind of saying like you're born with natural talent, right? And if you, I mean, I don't like to compare people, right? But people do that all the time. They compare people to other people and say, oh, this guy's way more talented than this other person. But you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes and how much effort they put. Like hard work always beats natural talent. But I'm not saying talent is not a thing, right? Of course, talent is a thing. Natural talent plus hard work will, of course, beat somebody who is not as talented, but also puts in the same amount of work. But I think anybody who works hard on something they're very passionate about will reach the top percentile regardless of how much natural talent they were born with. So it's what you do with, you're born with what you have, right? You can't blame anybody else. It's just, you gotta work with what you have. And then, like, of course, it doesn't always pay off, but like music stuff, a lot of stuff is luck related. If one of your songs it becomes a global or viral hit, and that might boost your path to stardom faster. But there are a lot of smaller producers that are still insanely skilled at what they do. So I went on a huge tangent, but just, yeah, in the future, especially for whenever you see somebody good at something, just try to say they're skilled, cracked, goated, instead of saying they're talented, because talented has an implied meaning behind it that you're born with it, and that's not always the case. And so, I don't mind it. It's just always it's like a small pet peeve, because I understand that everybody means it with good intentions. Like any creator understands that when somebody calls you talented, they are complimenting you. But talent in itself is like a word that has a connotation where you are born with this natural ability to draw or sing or make music, and that's not true. So yeah, just be more aware of the words you use. And I still don't think most people probably do not care, honestly. Like, I don't mind. It's just when I see it, it's like, oh, because we all know that you mean it in a nice way. Whenever somebody calls you talented, it is a compliment. Don't worry, we're not like annoyed, but I do think a lot of creators would prefer to see skilled instead, because that proves like their efforts and hard work into mastering what they enjoy doing is paying off. So yeah, I think that's all the questions I actually have for today. I don't know if anybody sent any more. Oh wait, I do have a few more. Have you heard of Steven Universe? I won't put, there's not a lot left. So yes, I have heard of Steven Universe. And oh, am I allowed? I don't think I should say anymore. I was about to say something a little spoilerish, but okay, it's not that big of a spoil. You might hear Steven Universe song from somebody in the near future. But not me. Don't worry, it's not me. But yes, I have heard of Steven Universe, of course. And then I love all the music artists you listed in your debut slides. I have to ask, are you a fan of Niru Kajitsu's work? Who is Niru Kajitsu? Maybe I don't know who this person is. Let me check. Give me a second. Oh, No Fruits. Okay. Yeah. No. Vocaloid producer. Yeah. I have heard this song. I just don't know everybody's name off of the top of my head. But after seeing the kanji and stuff, yes. He works with like Pseudo a lot, right? And he was also part of the latest collab where like 12 of the biggest Vocaloid producers came together and made an EP or album, and each one had like two Vocaloid producers on it. And yeah. I do enjoy his songs as well. Somebody else asks, I think your Twitter is closed for DMs. Do you plan on doing collabs with non-mutuals in the future? Also, how do you feel about League of Legends? Congrats on your debut, by the way. So the thing with non-mutuals, it's not like there's a lot of people in the community that I do not know, but if we have mutual interests, I am, of course, open to collabing. But everything for collabs, we do have to usually go through management about it to make sure that we can do the collab. And so if you're still interested, please do maybe leave another Marshmallow that's not anonymous, and I could get back to you in the future about it. And then you asked, how do you feel about League of Legends? Congrats on your debut, by the way. I went on. I guess you probably missed it earlier, but I was talking about how I'm glad I got out of League of Legends. I played it for 5 years, and I do not play it much anymore at all. I only recently downloaded it again because some Tsunderia members play, and if we do play, all we play is ARAM. But yeah, my feelings towards League of Legends is not the highest. I'm glad I stopped playing, but it is totally okay if you enjoy it and still play and like the game. I know Worlds just ended yesterday or 2 days ago, and I think I caught the last game between EDG and Damwon Kia, and EDG did win it all. And then what is 8-Bit Music Theory did a great video that may help the drum questioner. Oh yeah. There are a lot of very good music theory YouTubers as well that break down the theory behind certain songs, and maybe, I guess, for maybe beats or drums, Zal says. So maybe do check that out if the person that asked the drum question is still here. Any kind of main in League? Well, like position? I used to play jungle and mid, but I did fill for all because most people are very aggressive in League. They just like... Oh, well, this is before lane assignments were assigned and you could choose like your main and sub. Back in the days when people sanicked into the game and typed in chat to first pick. So like you get into loading screen and you type mid, and whoever typed mid first would get mid, right? Is usually how people would respect the picking order. But yeah, I used to play jungle and mid the most. Oh, thank you Ultima for your work. See you later. And then what did somebody else say? Oh, you studied. Juicebox says, I study a tiny bit of music theory. Yeah. Music theory is fun. I usually study jazz theory because one of my favorite genres of music is jazz, and jazz chords are so nice to listen to. So yeah, music theory is hard, but it is fun if you enjoy music, I think. 8. Oh, I missed something from what? Jackster? Oh, you like Steve? I actually, I haven't watched much of Steven Universe, so I don't want to sound like an idiot when I talk about it. But you said looking at the show as a whole, it's kind of meh, especially with filler. Filler worse than Naruto filler. Oh no, okay. Got it. I got it. What are your feelings towards Zun and Toho style music? Yeah, Toho style music bops, right? Like Night of Nights by Beat Mario, and there's a lot of Toho songs in OS. Demetori, right? Demetori is Toho. Toho music. I think most of my Toho music that I found is because of Osu. Osu is a great game to find so many different songs from so many great artists and musicians. Like I found Ilion from OS as well, and a lot more that I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, Toho music bops. Sal says we had to talk more about jazz. Ooh, okay, jazz. Yeah, jazz is sick. And then, is there anything else? Oh, hey, Yakazu. Hello, Michiko. Welcome. I'm actually about to probably end stream fairly soon because I've actually gone through all of the questions I had for today. So not bad, like 2.5 hours. Pretty good stream, answering a lot of funny questions and then more technical questions. And I did enjoy it. Yeah, everything will freeze. Yeah. That's like an iconic OS song. Time freeze. You're a bass player, but also play guitar, some keyboard, and also used to be a clarinet player. Multi-instrumentalist. Yeah, I only play piano and clarinets. And I'm not that great at clarinet anymore, I think. I haven't played in a long time either. So, yeah, I respect people who can play multiple instruments. Like, what's that one guy name? Is it Ginger? What's that dude's name? I can't remember. Was it ginger root? Or yeah, wait, no, maybe not. No, it is ginger root. That guy plays so many instruments. Holy shit. Brass instruments are I like the trumpet. I think is really cool. Trombone as well. Sax is also cool. More time to practice the instruments I play. I don't have enough time as it is. So I don't know about me learning new instruments. Oh, okay, before I head off, I'll answer these are the final 2 questions. I'll answer more in my next chatting stream whenever it happens, but I will answer these last 2 and then sign off for today. One person says, after seeing your debut, I finally told myself that I want to try music production. So how and why did you start producing? And do you have any tips? Okay, so I started producing music because I used to make piano covers of anime openings and endings and OSTs, stuff like that. And I got really burnt out from doing that. And then, I don't know, I think, the funny story is I was in college at the time, I believe, sophomore year maybe. And it was like 3 a.m. I was hanging out with my suite mates, and I joked that I would be on their Spotify playlist next year. We were listening to some electronic song, and that joke is what started it all, because I actually did not realize that I would enjoy producing music so much, and I went ham on learning music production for the first few months. And that's the story of how I started. Do I have any tips? Yes, the first tip I have is whatever DAW you choose, learn it very well, and reading the manual does help to if you read the manual and test things out side by side, it gives you a very good base foundation on what things do, and you have the fundamentals to apply that to everything else that comes in music production later. And the great thing about music production is that there's almost too much information that you can learn. There's too much to learn. I don't think anybody would ever say that they know all there is to music production, because that's a lie. There's always just new plugins that come out that can transform sounds, and music production is different from normal composition and stuff in that if you know how to apply synthesis, you can make so many different cool sounds that is hard to come by in other people's productions. So because normally composing, right, you have, everybody already knows so many of the basic chord progressions, all of the keys, all of the melodies, whatever melody people come up with, it's probably already been done before. But in music production, what you can do for electronic songs is that you can focus on the sound design to make it sound unique, and focus on making a sound yours, instead of maybe worrying about too much about the melody and chord progression and other stuff. And that's why M2U is sick, right? You guys know M2U? Orchestral electronic stuff. Oh my god, demo songs. They're so good. So yeah, music production I really enjoy. My tip is to learn the fundamentals and basic controls of your DAW, and then go from there. Learn whatever genre of music you enjoy the most. Try producing it. And then if you want to branch out into other genres of music, by all means, you are free to do so. And my last question is, congrats on your debut, Kazu. Where did you learn Mandarin and Japanese from? I think my first language is actually Mandarin, but I don't think I learned English until I was in kindergarten, maybe, or preschool, I don't know. So maybe that tells you a little bit more about my family. And then Japanese I learned in college and university. So I can read Japanese pretty well. And then my accent's not the best, I think, for Japanese, but I'm not shy from speaking it. It's understandable. It probably just doesn't sound great. So I can get by in Japan fine. I think. Like, I'm not fluent, but I'm conversationally okay for basic stuff. So yeah, hopefully that tells you maybe a little bit more about me. And I think that's all I have for today. That might be it. Please do check out everybody else that's answering questions. I don't know if Ami is still going right now, but if she is, go to her stream after mine if you're interested in Spider Mom and her comfy singing and awesome. She also produces music. She also does stuff. And yeah, thank you all so much for coming today. Hopefully you guys are also here tomorrow for the first gaming stream. I am excited to start games on stream. And then my next chatting stream will probably be next week sometime. I don't know, but yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by today. Please go to Ami's after, and then Tomo's gameplay and Nen's Marshmallow and Lisa's Marshmallow readings as well. All right, thank you all so much for coming. I will let you go for now. おやすみ。